Hi, Sam. My mic sound nice. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check something. We checking. We checking. Hello and welcome. If you here, hello and welcome. Those of y'all that's gonna pull up. Those of y'all that have pulled up. Hey, this is Thursday Live, December 5th edition. Ain't nothing else to say. We're going to get into it here in a few minutes. I see y'all pull up slowly. Y'all pull up slowly. Y'all pull up, but y'all pull up. Y'all pull up. Hey, Grand Madam. Always on time. Always on time. That is a very good quality. That is a very, very good quality to have, especially with me. I like people that are on time. People that are on time are saying, I respect your time. And if you say, this is when we doing what we doing, then I'm going to be here for it to do what we do unless something come up. So thank you, Grand Madam, for being on time. Anywho, okay, what I've been doing. I had to get myself together. Let me see. I got emojis. Oh yeah. This is gonna be fun. Ever seen that comic before, Grand Madam? That's issue 1. And that's issue 2. Slaves of Mars. I just picked them up. I don't know what this is about, but it had some brothers on the cover of it, and they was looking mighty important, so I decided to pick it up. Bam. I will let y'all know what's popping with it. What's popping with it? Oh, look at you. You're so versatile. You're so versatile. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I know. I have been running at the speed of life. Is that what they say? Is that what they call it? Yes, I have been moving constantly, so I have not had time to sit down and read everything I got. I read a lot of it, but I haven't read all of it. Thank y'all for pulling up. Rock with me, Nation and lurkers. What I'm ran. Okay. It's fun. I like it. It's fun. Oh, I've only been live 3 minutes and already. Well, not a lot of drama. Apparently no drama. So anywho, something else to whet the appetite. Later on in the show, we are going to talk about this book right here. Oh, my stars and garters. Man, oh man. Bruh, this is a 6-issue mini-series, and each issue is a round of them fighting. Bruh. I got a couple stills, images from the book. I'm gonna give y'all a little flash preview of it. Oh my goodness, you want to buy this miniseries. I saw that first issue and I was like, yeah, I'm down like 4 flats for this right here. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think that's the first comic I've seen this year. You get exactly what they advertise. I mean, there's a little more extra stuff in it, but you get exactly. Y'all see. Also, Secret Level. I had no idea it was premiering next week. Oh my goodness. Are y'all Okay, I'll put it like this. If you watched Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, this is the same people, except they're doing it with classic video games. So, from what I've read, Secret Level is going to have 15 episodes. 15 episodes that center around various video game characters. Okay, here I give you the splashy splash. Boom. Right there on Prime. That's what's going on. Take a look, see how many of those do you recognize? How many of those are you like, wait a minute, I don't recognize that. I know over there on the far left, y'all recognize Mega Man. Okay. I know y'all recognize a couple of them fighters from the game called Sifu. There's some Dungeons and Dragons action going on. And my personal favorite, Warhammer and Armored Core. Man, I used to play the hell out of Armored Core, man. I wasn't that great at it, but you know, I managed to finish it. You know what I mean? Armored Core is live. Armored Core is live, for real. Oh, y'all in the comments going off. Hey, hi, hey, hello, hey, how you doing? Hey, hello. Paul Martin. He's early. He's early today. All right. I guess maybe I am speaking what I want to see or what I want to experience into the universe. So thank you, Paul Martin, for being here. Come on, yo, King. Greetings and salutations, Mr. President. What's going on? What's cracking? What's popping? Okay. Gray, sticking to the script. Thank you for sticking to the script. Yeah, I'm definitely checking out Secret Level 2. Now, out of all the previews I've seen of Secret Level, Gray, have they mentioned Pac-Man? I have not seen anything that makes me think Pac-Man is in this show. But I know who is in this show. Keanu Reeves, second from the left, Kevin Hart, Arnold Schwarzenegger doing voice work and you know that kind of stuff. Bruh, I'm telling y'all, Secret Level is gonna be that show. They're gonna be just like when they was talking about Death and Robots. Like, man, did you see that? I just yeah. It's about to be that type of party, y'all. So I highly suggest you pull up for Secret Level because Secret Level is 15 episodes. Oh, and before I forget, Creature Commandos premieres tonight. I don't know if anybody, y'all probably y'all remember the original Creature Commandos, right? This is different, but still the premise: soldiers, monsters, tweak it a little bit, but for the most part, so I'm there for that too. I want to check that out. I'm curious about how that going down. But like I said, Armored Core used to be my game, and I'm excited to see that. And then Sifu, I always saw it and wanted to play it, and I saw other people playing it, but I never played it. So it'll be kind of exciting to see. Also, too, speaking of video games, how come y'all ain't tell me about Black Myth Wukong? Video game based on the Monkey King Sun Wukong. Bruh, the graphics, the characters, Beautiful, man. Now, if I was going to Twitch a game, I think I'd Twitch that because that is a good looking ass game. I mean, the Monkey King looks good. All of it looks good, man. I'm gonna download that tonight, and then we're gonna see what we gonna see. Yeah, I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my homie Theo, brother Theo in the room. What's going down, brother? What's going down? Hey, y'all pulling up tonight. I see y'all pulling up tonight. Queen Keita, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. Speaking of Bo Jackson, this college football game is frustrating your boy, taking too long to set it up. We should have went with the Wukong, man. It don't seem like it's gonna be too much, going on with that. But I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna go ahead and rock with it, y'all. I think it's enough of y'all in here. Is that a nah? Not quite. I give y'all. Well, we got 10 minutes. Like my man Theo say, we ain't here for a good time. We ain't here for a long time. I'm gonna be done when I'm done. When it's done, it's done. Also, instead of waiting until the last minute to drop on y'all, hey, y'all know we gonna be doing Friday Vibing tomorrow night, myself and Theo B. So why don't you not only make plans to join us, invite some people to come along with you on the journey. If you and I look like Dave Chappelle doing Rick James, huh? If you are, feel, so inclined, so compelled to have somebody, say, hey, pull up to my man's page. It's a lively, little junk. He's got Theo B, one of the hot content provider, what we calling ourselves, content providers. Let's go with that. And that's what we're trying to do. So y'all make sure y'all pull up. Just like y'all pulled up early tonight, pull up early tomorrow night as well for Friday Vibe. Okay. Look like we get ready to hit that magic number. I got a show prepared for y'all. I got a show. Hey. Looky now. It came in the mail. Actually came in the mail yesterday. A lot of detail in that figure. Lot of detail in that figure. Are we gonna pull it out and look at it, or do we want to wait? Do we want to wait, or do we want to pull it out and look at it? Kamayo said, I've been sharing your stuff in all the places I can. I thank you. Also, getting a new modem. And so, I'm doing my thing, to try to improve some things, get a new modem here and see, because I was told my modem is a wee bit outdated, not quite, but we're gonna fix that right on up, you dig? Black Panther in the building. What's up, brother Panther? What's up, brother Panther? All right, brother Panther makes it official. Brother Panther makes it official. We got to bake a dozen up in here, whether all 12 of y'all is participating or not. And I always make it a rule, or have made it a rule, or have tried to make it a rule. I got to have at least 12 of y'all in here so we can bounce off of each other. You feel? So here we go. Well, you know what? I want to recap some comics. I want to recap a couple comics because they stuck out to me when I read them, and they still stick out to me. I'm looking at them right now. They sticking out the collection. Bruh. First, this one right here. If y'all ain't rocking with Absolute Wonder Woman, go rock with Absolute Wonder Woman. Bruh, this title is, you know what? I don't have to talk about it. Boom. That lasso is called Nemesis. Ain't no golden lasso. It's called Nemesis. Infused with the blood of Prometheus, blessed by Demeter, and made from the remains of the last basilisk. That right there tell you this Wonder Woman. She ain't playing around, and it causes demons pain. It's basically the penance stare in lasso form. Right? I put this lasso around you, and you are caused pain from all of the sin. The blood of the innocent you have shed. So as long as you held with that, you're gonna suffer like that. That's way better than trying to get somebody to tell the truth. Just burn them with their own guilt. And sent that joker packing. He like, get this rope off of me. I'm out. You know. What else went down in this book? We get to see the meeting with Steve Trevor. He was on the island. Mother, hey, I found this man. They get to talking. I like the art. The art kind of reminds me of like being in a real earthy, esoteric, hippie type store. And that's, you know, how Mr. Sherman's art, you know, strikes me. You know, that's her and Steve. And Wonder Woman she's tall, but you get to see it in this book. That's what I love about the book. Look at her. She's looking down on that cat like, boy, if you don't shut up talking crazy to me. So I don't want to talk to you. I'm finna go feed my horse, little man. You know what I mean? And then this is what they facing off against next issue. I said in the video that I did, it looks very Lovecraftian. Am I just tripping? Does that not look very don't that look like something out of an H.P. Lovecraft novel? You know what I'm saying? Kind of Cthulhu, elder god / demon type occult thing. That all day. And Wonder Woman going to fight at Dolo. Bruh, I loves me some Wonder Woman. Now, what else I liked? Batman Full Moon. Because it showed us a frail Batman. It showed us a vulnerable Batman. It showed us a Batman that could be touched. Y'all feel me? Everybody his 127 martial arts and gadgets and all of that didn't stop his ass from getting chewed on by a werewolf. You dig? So can we give it up to my man Rodney Barnes for making Bruce Wayne mortal once again? You know, and speaking of him being mortal, he's dating Zatanna, and Zatanna is trying to separate the wolf from Bruce Wayne. What I liked about that, when she got the demon out, when she got the wolf part out, it didn't go after Bruce Wayne. It came after her. She had to close that off. Like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But bottom line, they was not able to fix Bruce Wayne's lycanthropy. So when the werewolf that bit him turned, you know, they had him chained up. He out looking for him because, you know, werewolves got this kind of symbiotic, empathic thing going on. Christian Talbot was his name. He transforms into a werewolf. Boom. He's out on the hunt. He's tearing up big black women who remind you of Lizzo when she wasn't so big, or when she was so big. Batman wolfing out, and this is my favorite picture in the whole comic book. My man busting up out the Batmobile, turning into a werewolf. And then you got two werewolves. Are they going to terrorize Gotham together, or are they going to square off? Now, I got another book I want to talk to y'all about a little later, but we ain't going to get into that just yet. Let me Y'all starting to get comments. So let me see. Where we been at? Where we been at? Where we at? How have I been collecting comics since about 72? I like the Trinity, yet hardly have any of their solo ongoings. Go figure. I've always been a fan of Wonder Woman, Paul Martin. Even, I liked the Wonder Woman in the 70s when she was depowered and she just had the little, I got the action figure where she just had the little white jumpsuit and was doing like Sacred Agent type stuff. I dug that Wonder Woman. I think that version of Wonder Woman was kind of like the inspiration for that Kathy Lee Crosby version of Wonder Woman, where the villain was Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island, Ricardo Montalban. Juju in the building. What's up, Jay? Yeah. Mario gets it. That's what it. That was the vibes I got off of it too. Thank you for helping me understand it wasn't just me. Grand Madam say I love a werewolf. Okay, well that's from your fellow Marylander. Is that the right way to say it? Rodney Barnes. He is the writer of this book, and I like the way that he's writing it. Paul Martin say Bruce and Santana. That's my girl. I ain't scared of Bruce. No, she's not, because she's kind of creepy in this book. I mean, not creepy. She's really earthy, I guess. Almost like Batman had a phase where he was dating a goth chick and she just happens to know magic. Werewolves are my jam too. And I like that they look like Howling style werewolves. That's what it reminds, because they got the extra long ears and the long body and whatnot. I like the way that Stefan Subic depicts his lycanthropes. Like it a lot. Paul Martin said in fishnet stuff. Hey, it's something about fishnets. It don't matter who you put them on. Fishnet stockings are just sexy, period. You know what I mean? And sometimes unintentionally so, which makes them more sexy, if that makes sense. I'm just wearing fishnet stockings. I'm not me. I ain't. But a woman is saying this to herself. It's not me. I had to clarify that. Pause, and pause. Wearing fishnet stockings, woman thinking to herself, oh, I like the way these stockings feel, or I like the way they look. Not, check me out. You know what I'm saying? It got my legs pumping, looking good. Okay, sorry, went off on a tangent about fishnet stockings. I'm back now. So I like Absolute Wonder Woman, and I like Batman Full Moon. That it's not the conventional Batman that we're dealing with. This seems almost, if I had to hazard, like kind of a relatively new Batman, like he hasn't been Batman very long. Hence, the foolishness with John Constantine. Bruh, when John Constantine found out in this book, when John Constantine found out Bruce Wayne had become a lycanthrope, he started pushing up on Zatanna like, hey, your boyfriend gonna be a werewolf, so how about me and you getting back together? So I bet that was kind of like the comic book equivalent of sliding up in her DMs. But I mean, it's Zatanna. You know what I mean? Who would want to slide up in Zatanna's DMs? She, like I said, they're fishnet stockings. She's just working them, and that is what it is. What we got here? Oh, you had to go off, huh? Damn. Okay. With the bat wings and the tentacles. Yeah. Okay. That part. Yig, not Yog. Okay. Is this DC's equivalent to Marvel's Ultimate line? No, I think it's more like an Elseworlds story, Paul. It's Batman, but it ain't the main continent. It's not Batman Prime. There we go. It's not Batman Prime. It's a Batman doing Batman stuff. Kind of like how when Batman went up against Predator, Batman meeting Spawn, that kind of a thing. Come on, you'll say Constantine is slimy AF. Yes, he is. He's a dirt bag. I'm like, no wonder demons and angels want his ass dead. Nobody likes him, and I can understand why with this book. I'm like, dude, you are just a dirt bag of all dirt bags. Mario, let's hope typing those names isn't the same as saying Candyman 3 times. Bruh, stop it. Lovecraft got too much weird stuff going on. Quit playing. Quit playing with me. Matter of fact, let's get y'all on the topic y'all need to be on. We might park here for a minute. Bruh, let's have this conversation right here. And your man D-Real gonna set the stage for you because this is how it's going down. 2022, right? Yeah, 2022. And even before then, we was telling them, you got to, T'Challa has to be an integral part of the MCU. It didn't seem like they even saw it that way before Chadwick died, because you were stealing and piecemealing parts of T'Challa's story into Age of Ultron. You know, what would have been wrong with introducing T'Challa in Age of Ultron? I know my brother Theo has spoke on this quite a bit too. Think about it. All that talk about vibranium and we in Africa and we fighting in Wakanda and carrying on, but you don't get no Black Panther that whole movie. You know what would have been great if Age of Ultron was a movie where you got to see the Black Panther for the first time, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver for the first time, and maybe even have introduced Dane Whitman. But, you know, because of that era, like, you know, late 60s, early 70s Avengers, you know, where Hawkeye became Goliath and, you know, that era. And that's the era where, you know, we first saw, you know, T'Challa as an Avenger. And then in a very short period of time, I guess because of a lack of qualified people, T'Challa became a chairman, an Avengers chairman, real quick. It didn't take that long. I guess they were like, let's see. Clint Barton, nah, he can't be a leader. Who else? Vision, nah, we don't trust him. We just had some problems with the Ultron thing with him. Our Wasp, it's the 70s and she's a woman. Yellow Jacket, he's a little crazy. Well, all we got left is the black guy. And so they made him chairman. I thought that was a fascinating, interesting move to make. But back to this recast thing, y'all. I don't think there's been a character, I probably with the possible exception of maybe Iron Man, there has not been a character whose introduction to the MCU carried that kind of weight. Am I tripping? Is it just me? But I guess what I'm wanting to see is what I've always wanted to see. That character have a story arc. And for a character that's been around 55, 56, 57, almost what, 58? 58. 58. 58 years, you can't tell none of his stories. None of his stories? None? It ain't for lack of a story. And then the foolishness that Nate and Ryan and all of them tried to force us to swallow. His performance was so good, nobody else needs to ever perform that character ever again. The hell kind of logic is that? And Mugg swallowed it. They swallowed it like shrimp and grits. They swore, yes, that makes complete sense. Yes. No. Even when a football player ain't playing football anymore, if he made enough of an impact, if he was an iconic enough player, then he is enshrined in a Hall of Fame. That way, all we need do is go to this Hall of Fame to remember this character. But it ain't necessarily simple as all that. The issue we're having is they just blatantly tried to wipe the character out. Where else? Where do you do that? And especially, and it makes no sense because the movie made $1 billion. Could it have been when I say we, I don't mean me, I mean Marvel Studios. Did they say to themselves, we don't want to be defined by the success of a Black franchise? We don't want to be able to say, up until that point, and maybe even a little bit after, there was no solo superhero movie that grossed $1.3 billion. But, and I've been saying it in videos for a while, Disney, you in trying to fix the errors you've made in the past as far as race issues, you may have overcompensated with some of the things you've done. Just because you put a bunch of Black men in front of me and say, this is what these Black men feel, think, and believe, and this is what's best for this character from here on out. Damn what the fans think. That makes no sense to me. You wouldn't do that with Superman. And these talking points are the same talking points. And because I always tell people, stop regurgitating shit. Stop throwing up the same stuff you heard 9, 10 other people say. So I don't want to belabor that point. That is what it is. And there's, you can't say it ain't. You either wanted the character or you didn't want the character, Marvel. And if you wanted the character, you'd have found a way to sustain it for more than just animation. We've already seen several animated versions of T'Challa the Black Panther. We've seen plenty of them. We saw the BET. We saw it premiere on Fantastic Four. We seen him in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. We seen him in Avengers Assemble. We've seen an animated T'Challa. And then I don't even have to go into them same old talking points about this. This character has had 9 different actors play him. This character's had 7 different actors play him. This character's had 4 different actors play him. It can be done. To say one actor is more iconic than all the rest, beach ball size nuts. Beach ball size. That one actor is the greatest actor of all times, and no one else can play the role that actor played. He could never play Othello. How many black actors have played Othello? Othello is the character. Othello's not the living being. So when James Earl Jones passes, that's not the end of Othello. Why is that the most difficult shit on earth for Marvel and Disney to understand? Oh, but wait a minute. They're starting to understand it. Chadwick Boseman himself said the character, the role is more important than the actor, including himself. Oh, but now we're starting to see after 2 damn years that the decision we made was stupid AF. And now we want to course correct. Okay. Well, here's my thought about it. No T'Challa, no dollar. But my thought is also, if you are wanting to course correct, if you are wanting to fix and make amends, you ain't got to talk about it. You ain't got to talk about it. Tell me, oh, in September, this is what's happening. Oh, principal photography has began for shooting with Aldous Hodge or Damson Idris or whoever you get to play the role. We want to hear what's going on. Not up. Shooting's been delayed. Oh, we're rewriting the script again. Oh, we forgot. We're rewriting the script again and again and again. Don't do to it what you did to Blade. If you want us to mess with you, you got to not do what you did to Blade, especially not T'Challa. For us, it's the equivalent of pushing Stevie Wonder down some stairs. You don't do that. You don't do that. What y'all talking about in the comments, yo? Bax says, Brother Theo. Kamoyo say, I mean, if I'm looking for a team leader, why not the guy who is actually a king? Yeah, but yeah, well, princes follow soldiers, so yeah, why not? T'Challa came out of the sun. It was a powerful moment that blew the roof off the building. He is, of course, referring to his return to the land of the living in the movie Endgame. That tell you right there. That's a viable character. Why would you kill him off? Stupid. You would be surprised how many anti-recasters don't care that T'Challa didn't have a complete arc in the MCU. Them ain't the people we want to have around us. No way, Paul. F them. Break it off in them and twist. Playing in their faces. Playing. Selling them wolf tickets. 58 years and the character has become an integral part of Marvel's history and lore. You are absolutely correct, Gray. More important than some of Marvel's pushed. And I mean, I don't want to knock America Chavez. We needed her on the screen. Why? Kate Bishop. We needed her on the screen. Why? See what I'm saying? Cassie Lang, we needed her on the screen because y'all want to do Young Avengers. Shoot, you ain't even done Avengers the way it deserves to be done. And you jumping off into Young Avengers, Secret Avengers, Thunderbolts. You got a prison in the middle of the ocean for who? What human criminal do you need to incarcerate on an island in the middle of the ocean? A mechanical, man-built island. The whole idea behind places like the Raft and the Vault is human beings are fine in the prisons they in, but we got a population of superpowered criminals, and some of them you can't put them in with Gen Pop. They got to be by their damn self. Can you imagine somebody like Armadillo in the shower with Gen Pop? Somebody like the Abomination? He'd be taking everybody's commissary. Just a thought. Paul Martin said using their argument is disrespectful for the Lakers to have the two-guard position once Kobe died. That part. Can't make the pale heroes look bad. Exactamundo. Black Panther, we're in the age of black male misandry. I am hard-pressed to argue with you, sir. T'Challa shines every time he shows up, and they hate it. They hate it. They just ride the wave. I can't understand, Gray, why they can't just ride the wave. You got the IP, you getting the money. Why can't we get a decent rendition of T'Challa? Paul Martin said, I still wonder if the powers that be at Disney looked at Roseanne's show succeeding as the Connors after they killed her character off as a template for T'Challa dying. I don't care why they did it. It didn't work, and they need to address it. Disney wanted to replace all the established heroes with female legacy characters, including Black Widow. Done. Her sister done took over for her. There's no need for Marvel to talk about recasting T'Challa. Just do it. That part. Just surprise me. Surprise me. Surprise me. I would love to be surprised. He did come out of the sun on Endgame, but I meant his first appearance in Civil War. That one too. Hey, he know how to make an entrance. Yep, a prison in the middle of the ocean. Ain't nobody in that house. Why? Why did you make it? Stuff. And if you can't put nobody in the raft and you don't even have a vault, there's no need for a 42. Because you ain't putting nobody in the other two. Why are you going to make another? If Luke Cage being in limbo for 6 years didn't drive black fans away in droves, maybe better to make T'Challa referred to, not seen, like Norm from Cheers' wife. Well, to me, Paul, whenever you talk about vibranium, it always makes T'Challa, for me, I don't know about nobody else, but I hear vibranium, T'Challa always resonates in the back of my head. When they was talking about vibranium and Ultron, vibranium this and vibranium that. I'm like, damn, they doing all this vibranium yapping, and we ain't seen not a nair trace of T'Challa. Why? Or if we're gonna be doing all this yipping and yapping about vibranium, give me some Kazar in the Savage Land and let me see how that antimetal do. Don't see in the MCU, when you talk about vibranium, people start thinking about Tony Stark. When you talk about vibranium, people start thinking about Howard Stark. Don't nobody think about T'Challa. Or here's one for you. Carnival Plunder. Edutainment. I got a whole video on it. Anyway, Disney does not want to decenter whiteness. What if even white kids become inspired by T'Challa? Quiet as kept, they are. I saw several images of little palm-colored children holding funeral services for their Black Panther characters, just like the black ones. So yeah, that's happened. The problem is they don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. They see it. They're like, how dare you? I was talking with a friend today, and he was relating a story to me about where this woman he was dating at the time, her mom found out she was pregnant and said, I'm getting ready, my daughter's getting ready to have a little Sambo. Nah, they don't want whiteness decentered. They hate it being decentered. Long story short, though, it's just like, folks said 2-3 years ago, we ain't gonna get the T'Challa we want to see until 2028, 2029. But why should we have to wait that long? I've been waiting since the 70s. Folks like Ray Smith been waiting longer than I have. So we just got to keep on waiting. Forget you old cats. We don't care nothing about y'all. Just the way the world is. Forget y'all. We ain't thinking about y'all. I ain't studying y'all. Okay, well, you'll continue to see all of this in your grill. The Wolverine and X-Men Origins were billion-dollar hits like Black Panther. Fox would still have the X-Men franchise. Wolverine, I know. X-Men Origins Wolverine. See what happened when you take liberties and do dumb shit like what y'all did with that Deadpool? These what's good? My friend Patrick's son Roman is a T'Challa fan. He is 8. His grandma was trying to get him Captain America, and he wanted T'Challa instead. Better looking costume. You might want to walk around dressed like a flag. If white kids can have favorite black athletes and singers, why can't they conceive some white comic fans can have favorite black superheroes? Why does it even have to be about any other color but green? Think in terms of that. Let's make the main thing the main thing. I want to make money. I got an idea. I got an energetic gimmick to make money. It involves a black character, but it's going to make money. I don't know if I want to have no black character. It ain't about all that. Is it about the money or is it about how you want to be perceived? Oh, that's the company that caters to them darkies. Don't want to be known as that company. But you want to be known as a company that shows diversity. Make up your mind which one you want to be. You want to be the diversity company, or you want to be the company that has a zero tolerance level when it comes to Black projects and Black characters. You have a ton of palm-colored Disney princesses. How many African or African American Disney princesses do you have? Oh, one? One in how many years? Oh, wait, we made the Little Mermaid Black, so that one counts too. Is she going to stay Black? Fox made X-Men Origins Wolverine specifically to piss me off. Well, this election proved they will hurt themselves to stop us. I am no longer shocked by the they. The they is a coyote caught in a trap, willing to gnaw off its own hand. But at least I trapped that guy too. Recast T'Challa or else. Recast T'Challa no dollar. No T'Challa no dollar. Give us T'Challa. Don't see what's so hard about that. And it don't need to be a variant or an aged up to child or to bastard, whatever you want to call him. It don't need to be him. I get it when y'all finish off y'all little story arc that ain't gonna be what y'all think it's gonna be. You think it's gonna, build up to an end game. All these trash ass projects y'all don't have building up to it is not gonna build up an end game. I'm gonna go ahead and say what a lot of people thinking, but some folks don't want to accept. Wiccan is not an interesting enough character to carry an entire franchise. There, I said it. Feels very good now that I've said it. What y'all gonna do with Wiccan after your Young Avengers project? You still gonna have him around? Wiccan in the comics is an openly homosexual character. Are we going to get a Hulkling as well and see that relationship with the current political climate? Yeah. These simple poor folk don't have no patience for gay people and gay things or anything LGBTQ. So how you gonna progress Wiccan's story without alienating a demographic? Oh, wait a minute. You're good at alienating demographics. That's not a good financial habit. Just a thought. He's gay. We don't like gay people, so we're gonna make sure this movie tanks. What? But it's your money. It's not somebody else's money. It's your money. So you'd rather lose your money than depict a gay relationship. Well, we'll see, won't we? We will definitely see. Wiccan, lame AF. Yeah, he's not. I mean, you gonna build? Is that what you building this next arc around? Or because I'll be honest with you, I've been keeping up with the shit. You know what I'm saying? What I know about it, I read because I told y'all I'm not watching that. No, I'm not watching that shit. Y'all said F a whole demographic. So if I'm the demographic, you saying F you too, guess what? I'm saying F you to y'all too. That works both ways. Why I want to keep up with the adventures of Wiccan when you won't give me what I want to watch? I just have to settle for whatever they show me. BS. No, the hell you don't have to settle for whatever they put in front of you. You can be like, click or however you do it. You don't have what rules say you got to watch it. What rules say you got to tune in? What rules say you got to pay money? Oh, and that's right. They like losing money anyway. So don't go see it. He's telling people not to go see the movie. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Gray say, we'd rather F over $1 billion franchise before doing the character and the source material justice. May not have said that, but your actions sure depicted that, Marvel and Disney. Tell us we're wrong if we're wrong. The Young Avengers are just team book worthy. They are not interesting enough to have solo efforts. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that, Kamoyo, because Paul Martin say, let's be fair. If with the heart-shaped herb, T'Challa could succumb to a mysterious disease, the gamma radiation from Hulk's snap should have given Steve cancer. However you want to look at it, they don't care. Young Avengers have a very small fan base. They weren't popping like that. See, here's the thing, D. If you wanted to give us some teen heroes that's banging and would have made you a whole bunch of money and drew everybody to the theater like y'all want them to be, you should have did New Warriors. Kick that arc off with Richard Rider Nova, and then you tell Namorita's story, and then you tell Robbie's story, and then you do Night Thrasher last, and he comes together and brings everybody together. Vance brings them all together, and they face off against something. Or you could do that thing straight out the book. You could have a decent cinematic version of Juggernaut squaring off against Thor, and they come in to help. Tell me you wouldn't go see that movie. Also, there aren't that many comic fans under 30. The youngsters prefer anime. True. The stupidity of introducing more superhero teams in the MCU with a shortage of Earth-based villains, especially at Team Breaker level, is just dumb. Y'all see it. I ain't got to keep. As Flash by Night, Marvel said, we got Wakanda at the house. Yeah. Can I say I'm glad I'm not dependent on the MCU? I already told them. Period. They say if you don't like it, don't watch it. Then complain about it when we do exactly that. We did the movie we wanted to do. That kind of stuff. You did the movie you wanted to do, not the movie you should have did. Yeah. 25% of comics readers are boomers, 6% are Gen Z. The bulk of readers are Gen X to first gen millennials. So that's who you need to be catering to. Those of us who were teenagers and young adults when the original Secret Wars came out in 1984. That's the demographic you want to be catering to with your material. And you know what the cool bonus part of that is? It's going to rope the rest of them jokers in anyway. Win-win. But that make too much sense, huh? Yeah. At Kamoyo, young comic fans may be on the rise. I work in a library. Kids-oriented superhero stuff is popular. Marvel films use gaslighting to to get folks to come see the movies. Folks have gotten hip to that tactic, which is why the Marvels tanked. Ding! And ain't nobody in the theaters trying to see none of their stuff. They do the movies they want, and as a result, we give them the money we want, which is none. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, and speaking of roles, my man Theo already said it last night on his live, but however, well, we got specifics. And shout out to my man Kevin Grievous. Whenever y'all do decide to bring the Blue Marvel to the screen, number one, compensate that man. Please compensate Kevin Grievous. Y'all have a horrible track record, Marvel, of crapping on artists and not giving them the love they deserve. Mark Silvestri, Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson, Jim Valentino. That's why they all ran off and started Image Comics. Don't make the same mistake and continue to do the dumb stuff you do and do this to Kevin Grievous and try to take his character and just crap on him and don't give him nothing for it. I mean, he got more characters, but that's besides the point. Y'all strong-armed Blue Marvel. That man right there should play Blue Marvel. Why? Because he effing looks like Blue Marvel. He's got a build like Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is 6'4". Guess how tall Cress Williams is? Yeah, exactly. 6'4". And he already has experience playing a superhero. Oh my goodness. Why ain't that man your first choice? Why ain't y'all showing that man some love? Why is there even an argument about who should play Blue Marvel? What other actor you got at that look and height that could possibly pull it off? That's my choice right there. Period. Name me a better actor that's going to look the role and do the role. Because we're going to come up with all of these great Academy Award nominated actors. And we're going to come up with the sons of Academy Award winning actors. And we're going to come up with all, but we ain't going to come up with nobody who looks the part. Why was Thor so successful? He looked the part. Why was Iron Man so successful? He looked the part. Put that man in a Blue Marvel suit, and I promise you, he will look the part. And he's more than a decent actor. CW folk, am I lying? Did Cress Williams put it down in Black Lightning or what? Shoot, Cress Williams put it down in Living Single. But we didn't know back then that Queen Latifah was playing for the other team. Doggone it. Anyways, though. I bet all of us in this crew had at minimum 2 to 3 storylines we could come up with to keep T'Challa alive and still make BP2. Yeah, I made several videos on it, Mr. Martin. He very well could pull it off, Theo. He got the look. He got the look. He got the size. If Henry Simmons wasn't bald, I could, yeah, if he wasn't bald, I could see Henry Simmons. That's a good choice too, but BP2 could have been an origin story with young T'Challa on Walkabout, and you could introduce. See, then it just finished telling his story. That's all that would have had to have happened. Let him have a run-in with Claw, and we can bring Andy Serkis back. Shh. Good Black Lightning. I thought so too. Grand Madam says Simmons could wear a wig. He could, but we would know it. Just like when Samuel L. Jackson wears wigs in all of them roles. Like Jackie Brown, when he had that hair all the way down his back, I'm like, no. That would have meant the cast and crew from BP2 wouldn't have gotten paid. Cress Williams, Blue Marvel, whenever y'all get finished. Namor is old. Could have been a flashback story versus T'Chaka. The possibilities are freaking endless, but we don't get none of that because they don't hire people who read comics. And speaking of people who read comics, perfect segue, I read comics. And I read a comic that I think you cats should be reading. And that comic is this. Fellas, this joint right here, Black Canary versus Lady Shiva. No weapons, no powers. Other than that, anything else goes. That's what this fight is. And let's just be honest. This fight is who's the best female fighter in DC other than Cassandra Cain. I mean, that's her mama right there. So she got that. Lady Shiva got mad squabbles. And here's the thing. That's the cover of issue 1. Now, here's the twist, y'all. It's a 6-issue miniseries. And every issue is a round in this fight. Oh. I love it. Hey, you want to see some of it? And it, bruh, I'm telling you, all this book is Black Canary sitting at the house with her mama talking about, can I take Lady Shiva? That's there. Then there's people who watching the fight and they having comments. And then, of course, there's the fight itself. Tom King, this is a good ass written book. Ryan Sook, we can just look at what Ryan Sook did. Bruh, the assassin's assassin, the undefeated, the reigning champion, Sandra Wusan, better known as Lady Shiva. The hero's hero, the righteous heir, the challenger, Dinah Lance, better known as Black Canary. Bruh. And the fight starts off like, woo. She ain't playing. She ain't playing. You coming for my title? You coming to kill a king? You bet not miss. Or a queen. Justice League watching it. The Justice League is watching the fight, bruh. They watching the y'all better get this book. Y'all better get this book. Superman in the back with hot dogs and Lois Lane, John Stewart and Hal Jordan. Bruh, Crypto up in this piece. You watching your wife. You watching your wife get socked up. Bruh. And Lady Shiva's styling with it on her. She climb up on the turnbuckle. She get right. I love this book. I love this book, man. She swinging a miss. Canary come back with an elbow. Hey, I ain't down yet. Vandal Savage, he got some commentary about what he think gonna happen. Black Canary ain't down. She ready to go some more. That's the end of the book. Bruh. I hit y'all with the quick points. Y'all better go get this book, man. Y'all better go get this book. This joint. That's just the first issue. And I'm like, 10. 10. That shit is fire. Every issue is around in the fight. Yeah, I'm here for that. I'm here for that book. Woo, 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 woo. Bruh, they ain't playing. And I didn't frame. I just gave you the good ones. Bruh. Sandra Wusan is putting hands on Dinah Lance in round 1. And feet. And elbows. And whatever else she feel like putting on Dinah Lance. But Dinah Lance, it ain't done. Yeah, that's some dope art. Very dope art. I don't know what I said, but you're welcome. Bruh. Would have slipped right by me too, because I'm looking and I'm like, because I like the movie Best of the Best. And when I saw Best of the Best, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And I went to doing my little research and I was like, oh, word? Is that what it is? And then when I found out every issue is around in the fight, and from what I've read, as the fight progresses, it gets more brutal. Because it's like, this is Lady Shiva. Okay? This is Lady Shiva. Now, Dinah ain't no punk. She done been trained by some of the best. She ain't no punk, but I don't know if she ready to challenge for the title. Top female fighter. Ooh. And then that ain't counting if Cassandra Cain got something to say about it. Then that's a whole nother problem. Paul Martin said, what about the brother, Brian White? Brian, played by Ray Donovan, 6'2", and 49 years older. You still on blue? Bro, we done. Hey, They talking about how not only is Lady Shiva focused, but she's styling, you know what I'm saying? She trying to do WWF type stuff, WWE type stuff. So that's why she coming off the turnbuckle. And bruh, I ain't gonna tell you. Just go get the book and you see what happened when she came off the turnbuckle. As you know, Paul Martin, Lady Shiva is considered, for all intents and purposes, the top fighter in all of DC. I mean, I know about Cassandra Cain and, other, folks that are nice with their hands, but, pound for pound, it's Lady Shiva. It's Sandra Wusan, okay? She don't beat folks senseless that's supposed to be like that cat. She give Batman a hard time, and my man know what, 127 martial arts? Remind you, oh yeah, Frank Cho has some great X-Men stuff. Gratuitous violence. Yes, it is. I love it. And I love to play Injustice 2. And I play Injustice 2 with Black Canary a lot. So she in there with Lady Shiva, but she got something. She got something for that ace. She might go out, but she ain't going out like no punk. Dinah Lance is many things, but she ain't no punk. And that's why I said that, Gray. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know about Cassandra Cain. So yeah. Isn't that a wonderful title for it? I hope at the end it's like, the movie Best of the Best at the end. That would be kind of nice to see too. If you've never watched Best of the Best, that's your homework tonight. Go find the movie Best of the Best with Philip Reed and Eric Roberts and James Earl Jones and watch that movie. It is a movie about an American karate team going up against a Korean Taekwondo team. That's all I'm going to tell you. Afro, what's up? I've sold you. All right, man, go get that. You say, same here. Injustice Dinah. Yeah, she is. She be cracking them. She be cracking her head open up. Afro, what's up? Has Shiva fought Richard Dragon? Shiva once beat Richard Dragon within an inch of his life. So, yes, Shiva has. I don't know. I mean, that was back in like the 70s. So I don't know if that's the same continuity and they really like kind of amp Richard Dragon up over the years. So he might be a little more than what she could deal with because he's got like chi type power similar to Iron Fist. So maybe if he uses powers, he's more than a match for her. But hand to hand, them just going at it with the hands, I don't think Richard Dragon got nothing for it. Also, too, let's take a look real quick before I forget. Like I told y'all about this figure right here. I'm gonna go ahead, whip my man Varl out. I played the first Horizon game. I did not play the second. So this fella here is new to me. No, he's from some tribe. I forget. A lot of detail in that character. Look at that. Kind of get Yahya Abdul Mateen vibes from that character. Like the detail, like I said. I like the detail. That is some great detail on that character. Now, looking at this character, you may not realize it. You may not realize it. But you know what? It's not even 6 inches tall. It's like 5.5. And you can see it. Oh, there we go. When you hold him up against a character that is 6 inches. Now you can see it. So yeah, I can find something to do with him. I could definitely find something to do with him. He he can be a part of the Wakandan Parthenon of characters and whatnot. So yeah, he's got a little pickaxe weapon and a change of hands. So 22 points of articulation. Fairly flexible. A fairly flexible character. So not bad at all. That's a nice little come up. That's a nice little come up. I'm going to put him back. Now, did I ever show y'all Ulick? I never showed y'all Ulick. Ulick reminds me of an orc. But technically, Ulick is a rock troll and is a foil of the mighty Thor. Now, I got him a while back. I want to say maybe like a year ago. I picked up Ulick. Ulick's a big fella. Got the hand pounders. Matter of fact, Ulick has a change of hands where you could take these hands, I think these are more for gripping and grappling, and give him 2 straight fists to pound folks with. He also has a mace and a change of head sculpt. Got two heads. Oh, Ulick has 2 heads. Yes, he does. There goes his mace. And there goes his other Ed. Looking villainous and mean. But I always liked Ulick as a character. Always did. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can give Thor a run for his money. That's a cool character. Almost kind of gives off Blastar vibes, huh? And that's like a full. Yeah, he's standing. Whoa, get off my stuff. He's standing 8 inches tall. Titanium Man is 9 inches tall, by the way. So, yeah, I'll stand those 2 up next to each other, and they can mean mug one another. Who will win a fight between Ulick and the Titanium Man? Ulick could probably get him. I think Ulick would. Love that whole movie series. Explain to him. Nice, yeah. Mr. Martin, they fought numerous times, trading wins back and forth. Ulick the troll with the Uru Nux. Yeah. And Kimoyo agrees. He does give off Blastar vibes. Say you got your Series 7 Super Tie and battle armor delivered today. Dinner for wolves. I need food. Give me food. Say do like rough and tumble characters. He's pretty rough and tumble as they get. And Ulick wins that fight. Probably without much difficulty if I'm thinking about it. So yeah, those trolls, they were no joke in Marvel Comics. They were no joke at all. But look here, y'all. It is that time again. Yep. Sure is. It's here. Q&A. What y'all got? Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Just give it to me, baby. When you're ready, I'll answer any question you have, even if it's about Bruce Lee. Just let a brother know. Just let a brother know what y'all trying to know. And I don't think I know everything. And I don't have a problem when I am asked a question saying, I don't know, if I don't know. Who would pretend to know something when they didn't know it? That's just robbing yourself of knowledge, isn't it? If you don't know something and you got an opportunity to learn, but you don't want to learn it, that is classic ignorance. So that being said, yep, he is. If he's punching the crap out of Thor and Thor is feeling it, he's got to be. And Thor, he can take direct shots from Mjolnir. Yeah. Huh. Kamoyo asks, Absolute Wonder Woman animated or live action? The DCAU overall has been good. I would love to see a live action Absolute Wonder Woman, but I think it would be best to do it animated first to gauge the reaction. Do you think a 616 Black Panther series is on the way for next year? Do I think? I don't want to be doom and gloom gray, but no. If we don't get real active and vocal, they aren't going to give us anything because they think they could just give or take away from us whatever they want to give or take away from us, and we're just supposed to settle for it. But if we've been heroing at Marvel.com, okay, to print and letting them know how we feel about the Black Panther, possibly. I'm going to I'm gonna put a letter out to them next week, or not next week, but this weekend, letting them know exactly how I feel and what I think should happen, and we'll see where they go from there. Should Marvel bring back the human fly? No, 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 not really. No. If we talk about Richard Deacon, the fly with the big eyeballs, yellow costume, wings, yeah, by all means, bring him back. But the guy patterned after the stuntman, nah, I'm good. Absolute Nubia. We need a plain old Nubia in any format. You know what I mean? Before we go absolute. But if we talking about a comic or the appearance of absolute Nubia in absolute Wonder Woman, yes, yes, and hell yes. Because if you recall, originally, when we updated Nubia from the 70s version, she did have ties to Tartarus. Paul Martin says, besides the Varney thing and Blood Hunt, comic plots you spot on predicted were. Oh wow. Okay. I don't know if anybody predicted that during the Korvac saga back in I predicted that Moondragon wouldn't fight. I know that's a cop out. I predicted that when Wolverine and the Absorbing Man came up against each other, Wolverine was going to win during Secret Wars because at that time Wolverine was like invincible and could cut through reality. So it so it didn't matter who he was fighting. Oh, he's got those claws and he can heal, and that's all anybody said. So yeah, I predicted that. That's probably mediocre compared to Varney, but Afro asks, do you think we should have one milestone title set in the original milestone universe like we used to have All-Star Squadron set to Earth 2? Ooh. I would like a separate milestone universe if that wasn't, you know, too difficult of an ask for some people, because there's still a lot of meat left on the bone when it comes to, you know, flat out milestone. I like the current direction. That being said, I like the current direction that Milestone's headed in, and I did enjoy doing my review on Shadow Cabinet #1. I was thinking of Juju because Juju asked directly and said, I think we need a review of Shadow Cabinet #1. And I had already been checking it out. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. But yeah, it would be nice, you know, to have that, you know, nostalgic milestone and be able to go and tap it whenever you needed to for some quality original milestone stuff. So yeah, I'm with that 100%. Marvel Rivals is up for download. Yay! Hey, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna definitely check that out. I enjoy Marvel because I'm by and large a excuse me, Contest of Champions fan. Because I've got like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of characters on Contest of Champions, and they ask for too much money. You know what I mean? Oh, you got to get ISO crystals, and oh, you got to buy this, and oh, you've got to have this pack, and oh, you've got to buy this crystal so you can get this exclusive character. And so I'm just like, man, fire upon all of that. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather just, you know, play with the characters I have, because I don't got to spend no money. You know, you play enough and you earn crystals that have superheroes in them, and you can open them up, that kind of a thing. So I don't really trip. Let's see. The way they brought back Jimmy Hudson after he died in Alpha Flight Volume 1, number 12 was close to how I thought they would do it. Oh, what you predicted. Got it. I regret passing on Milestone back in the day. Well, back issues can always be purchased, Joe. I think probably if you really wanted to check out some Milestone, Blood Syndicate, because you get more bang for your buck, because there's a lot of different bang babies. You know, it's like gang bangers, but with powers. And of course, you know, Static was like the flagship title, but I was always impartial to Icon. So there you go. Afro say he enjoys the current direction of Milestone too. So yeah, Joe, it ain't too late. I mean, they've got, you know, Milestone stuff out now. So, and Icon is still one of the few people that has been able to punch Superman out of the Watchtower. I thought that was very cool. Anything else? Anything else? Does anybody have any more questions? Preguntas, por favor, preguntas. Since I stopped reading modern past 2016, milestone titles are in the short list. Thanks for the Blood Syndicate, not Bloodstone, Blood Syndicate. Oh, yeah. Great minds, all that. Kamoya said, I play Future Fight, Contest of Champions, and Strike Force. I played Strike Force for a little while, but you know, that turn-based. I mean, it can be satisfying, but at the same time, I'm just like, no, I just want to bash. And I think I own a Marvel versus Capcom. So yeah, I get my fix like that too. I think in superhero comics universe, the villains should outnumber the heroes. Seems pointless to me. Agree or disagree? Yeah, because you want the odds to seem insurmountable. And that makes for a more satisfying story. To me, characters like Superman and Goku, you know what I'm saying? They should just be somewhere out away because they're too OP, you know, to work in a regular continuity. You know what I mean? Welcome, Joe, says Kamoyo King. Yeah, Joe, we hope you come back, fool with us. You know, we don't seem too crazy. Afro says, Joe, DC have printed the entire original Milestone books in compendium editions. That is also an option too, Joe. You can get more bang for your buck like that. You pay I think anywhere between like 36, and I mean if you want to get like an omnibus, you might pay like 80-90 bucks, but you have the whole thing right there. Paul said, I mean, it's pointless if the bad guys don't outnumber the heroes. Yeah, that part. And if you notice, it's funny you should bring up Space Ghost. There ain't a lot of people coming to back Space Ghost play when he's outnumbered, because originally there was a Council of Doom, not the Legion of Doom, but there was a Council of Doom where all of Space Ghost's enemies banded together, sort of a la a Superman Revenge Squad, and all took pot shots at trying to kill Space Ghost. So, yeah, the bad guys should totally outnumber the heroes. That's more crime for the hero to clean up. That's more issues of that book being printed, you know, and that's more villains to see. Because it seems like cinematically, or at least in the MCU, They don't know how to keep a damn villain alive. Contrary to popular belief, heroes do not murder villains. Heroes do not even place villains in circumstances where they can get murdered. Spider-Man ain't out here murdering villains. They might accidentally get killed because of their own stupid actions, but Spidey ain't out here murking them. Hell, Iron Man ain't even out here murking villains. Iron Man got villains that come back all the time. And Black Panther's no exception either. Killmonger. How many times Killmonger done been killed and came back? Dennis Cowan. Good God. Dennis Cowan is like the artwork godfather of Milestone Comics. Between I would say the two people that like had the most input into Milestone would be Dwayne McDuffie and Dennis Cowan. I mean, I could be wrong. Dennis Cowan could come and tell me different because I do follow him on X. But yeah, I mean, he was one of the main reasons that I fooled with Milestone anyway, and I'm so glad I did because a lot of his, artwork was just he had a style about him. I don't think he's retired yet. Okay, Kamoyo, if you got a bunch of villains based on Earth like Sphinx, Nefaria, Ultron, Magneto, Amazon, you can have OP Earth-based heroes. Again, more odds to overcome. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the Avengers being the Avengers anyway, so that they can take on characters that one hero ain't able to take on. So I think that was a great idea as far as, the Marvel method and what Stan Lee came up for, how he created characters and created storylines and that kind of thing. And there are a lot of comic book artists who still follow the Marvel method to this very day as far as story construction, story structure. So yeah, absolutely. I would rather have, there's got to be at least one OP villain. You know what I mean? There has to be. I wouldn't consider Dr. Doom OP, but he is what you would call implaceable. Galactus is probably the first example I've seen of OP, and he ain't even a villain. He's just Galactus, as he would put it. Paul Martin. D-Real, your point is why Punisher doesn't make sense in MCU. No other heroes are really in a position to judge him. They've all killed, threatened to do, or are not. Yeah. That part. That part right there. A blue Marvel comic set in space would be dope. Yeah, might as well. Joe said Dwayne McDuffie was a good guy. Talked a lot with him at the first New York Comic Convention when I was promoting my own indie book. Almost interned for him. Wow. That's awesome, Joe. You man. I am envious already. That was McBack. Oh, during his. Oh wow, you lucky duck. I would have loved to chit chat with brother McDuffie and bounce some ideas off of him. Yeah, he told great stories, man. Well, Joe, since the president of the Black Panther fan group has recommended it, would you be interested in doing a Friday vibing sometime in the future or tomorrow and discuss some of that stuff with us? Because I would love to hear more about your interactions with Dwayne McDuffie and whoever else you have had interactions with. But you can hit me on my X page or any of my social media if you are so interested, because you sound like fun to talk to. At Kamoyo, if Adams is homies with Uatu, why not have him be the protector of the multiverse? Have his adventures take place on what if worlds? Huh. That is interesting. Afro saying, am I the only person who remembers the Shadowline universe and Dennis Cowan on Dr. Zero? Color me impressed, Afro. Joe say, yes, I would. This Friday is not good due to prior commitment, but I'm totally down. Give me something like the best place to reach out to you, or like something you don't mind communicating over. Well, they got private chat. You can put it in the private chat and communicate it like that. And yeah, I'll get at you, and we can definitely, that would be exciting. I would love to speak to someone who spoke directly to Dwayne McDuffie and bounced ideas off of Dwayne McDuffie and heard him, you know what I'm saying? Because Fantastic Four. That is a for sure, Mr. DeBecky. I am looking forward to it, sir. We got anything else going on Q&A? Because it's about that time for me to do what I do normally around this time, and that is dirty minds. I don't want to hear nothing. I am not Cameron and Mace. I am not going to be saying pause every 30 seconds. We grown. Everything is not a phallic symbol or a phallic joke or a homophobic joke. Pause. I joke. Anyways, that is it for now, y'all. I had fun. This turned out exactly the way. Well, not exactly, but I predicted that this would turn out this way, Paul. Anyways, Creature Commandos on HBO today. You can go and check that out now. That's some DC comic-based stuff. Check out some Creature Commandos. Next week, December 10th, Secret Level starts on Amazon. Make sure y'all check that out. Like I said, that's from the people who did Love, Death, and Robots. And if you enjoy Love, Death, and Robots, you will absolutely love Secret Level. Cool video games. Chocolate waterfalls. Man, if you don't stop. Anyways, that is it for now, y'all. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good and be good to each other.